Hey guys, Weir, roadtoroota.com, coming to you from the greenhouse again. As you can tell, things are starting to get exciting in the greenhouse. Those strings you see are for the pole beans. The concept is that the beans will grow up the string, and then plenty of vegetables for me in the time of need. I think everybody should be versed in growing their own food. You can't expect California to kick out a bunch of food this year and the years to come. The weather is changing. Our world is changing. And you got to adapt and you got to go with it. Go with that flow. Or it's going to leave you behind. Which brings me to the cryptocurrencies. Are we in a bubble? Is Bitcoin in a bubble? Is Ethereum in a bubble? Is Dashcoin in a bubble? Is Litecoin in a bubble? No. Not at all. Just because a price goes up does not mean it's in a bubble. The price of Bitcoin and all the other alt-currencies, cryptocurrencies, not all of them, but most of them, the price is going up because people are excited about it, and the traditional banking system is wobbling a little bit. The people who are buying Bitcoin right now and the cryptocurrencies have been in it for a while. These aren't new people who have come in. Some of them are new, but not many. Basically, people are buying more. They have their current holding, now they're buying more because it takes a while to understand what the cryptocurrencies mean, decentralized money means, Bitcoin means. Bubbles are characterized by everybody getting in. So you will know Bitcoin's in a bubble when your 3 neighbors down the street at the cocktail party on Friday night start talking about a new cryptocurrency they've learned of, and what they're doing with their Bitcoin holdings and things like that. Right now, you go to a party and people are going to be talking about the stock market or the price of their house. Nobody even knows still about the cryptocurrencies, but its time is coming. And so, yes, it will be volatile. Don't get me wrong. There are large traders out there, traders/market riggers, who love to slam the price down, load up, and then run it higher, kind of like silver and gold. But because Bitcoin and the cryptos are so much smaller, and they can spread fake news. There's a lot of fake news in the cryptocurrencies that'll say Bitcoin's dead. We're waiting for that next time. When the ETF was not approved, everybody was saying, "Oh, Bitcoin's dead." Not everybody. The mainstream media, Bitcoin died again. How many times is Bitcoin going to die, according to the mainstream media, and then come back to life? I don't know. I think it's over 100 already. So, yeah, Bitcoin will be here for a long, long time. I've been saying it for I don't know how long. And those of you who took advantage of my offer on the private road membership, road memberships, $299. About a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, it was only $199, and I gave out $20 in Bitcoin with every subscription. Now it's $299, and I give out. Hold on, my alarm's going off. And now I give out $30 in hard copy Bitcoin. $30 in hard copy Bitcoin. Now the people who took advantage of it a couple years ago, they've already paid for their subscription in the Bitcoin that they got, because Bitcoin's gone up 8, 9, 10%. So it will go up another 10% from here. We're at $1,500 Bitcoin. I actually printed out a list of the cryptocurrencies. I just took a copy of the top half. And these are the top 12 cryptocurrencies as far as market cap. Let me read a couple of them off to you. Number 1 is obviously Bitcoin. Current market cap of Bitcoin is $25.7 billion. You think $25 billion is a lot of money? It is. There's 7 billion people in the world. So is it a lot of money in the grander scheme of things? No. No, there's hundreds of trillion dollars in unbacked fiat money, and even more than that in the derivatives of unbacked fiat money. So, yeah, Bitcoin has a long, long way to go. Unlimited potential. Someone brought up an interesting thing that I had heard about a couple times in the past, but I hadn't thought about. Bitcoin, the maximum amount of coins that can be mined is 21 million. That's a fixed amount. Gold and silver, you can always find gold and silver. Find a new gold mine, find a new silver mine. That would upset the balance of scarcity. I think that a lot of that goes on in the United States, and they just hide the gold mines. And I don't know if they found many silver mines, But there's silver mining companies like Mines Management has this gigantic silver mine that they refuse to mine. They say, "Oh, I can't get the permits." They're just waiting. They're waiting it out, and they're going to wait it out past the lifespan of a lot of the investors. But yeah, there's all kinds of places that you can find gold and find silver. Underground or underwater mining is being discussed now. Mining asteroids. And then if we really get into the space program and we can mine gold and silver somewhere else, you can't mine more than 21 million Bitcoin. It just can't be done. So that's a very interesting thing. Where right now I think it's 16 million have been mined. It gets harder and harder. I heard it's like 2130 is the last Bitcoin will be mined. If the last one can ever be mined. I don't even think it can be. But a very important thing to think about in the Bitcoin world is that although it's capped at 21 million, millions of coins have already been lost. Some of the early miners, and I know a lot of people who say, "Oh my God, I think I was mining Bitcoin back like 5 years ago, and where did I put that computer?" And you've heard stories of people throwing away computers that had Bitcoin on them. So yeah, it's a lot has been, and people losing their passwords, forgetting their passwords, losing their paper wallets. All this stuff is taking away from the supply of Bitcoin. So it's less than 21 million coins will ever be brought into the public. I think it's 70% of all Bitcoin right now has not moved from the current wallet. The current wallet that it's in has not been moved. And so you think, okay, of that, like, I don't move much of my Bitcoin ever, but if I need it, I'll bring it back online. So it moves from wallet to wallet on occasion. But 70%, I would assume that a lot of that is in computers that people have just completely forgotten about or have destroyed or lost. So I would say it's a lot less than 21 million, maybe 19, 18 million Bitcoins that will ever be in circulation. Just another pro-Bitcoin factoid. But some of the other cryptocurrencies, all cryptocurrencies are going with this tide right now. I do think there will be a shakeout. A lot of these aren't going to make it. There's no need for them. When Bitcoin solves the scalability issue, which probably will be in the next few months, one way or the other, either by fork, which I'm not afraid of. What I am afraid of is a situation that Bitcoin becomes too expensive to use for everyday transactions when the banks crash. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. But I think there's a lot of talk that there's another workaround coming into place and into view. We'll get to it. Bitcoin is anti-fragile. Every time it crashes, it gets up and becomes stronger. So, but a lot of the other alt currencies are going to disappear, especially if a couple of the more fraudulent ones are exposed. But the biggest ones, you got Bitcoin at $25.7 billion market cap. Ethereum, which is growing to be my favorite crypto as far as anything. Bitcoin is like money to me. Ethereum is like an investment in the foundation of the future. And Ethereum, the market cap is at $8 billion. Ripple is like the banker's cryptocurrency, $2.9 billion. Ripple, the problem Ripple will have is when the banks get into liquidity problems, they'll probably be selling Ripple, and you don't want a big holder of Ripple being sold. So who knows when that will be? Probably this summer. So if you're going to stay in Ripple, I'd stay short term. Litecoin just got added to Coinbase, so you're seeing these big jumps in Litecoin. It's 1.2 billion, 1.3 billion. Dashcoin was kind of the alternative to the scaling problem in Bitcoin. Everybody got into Dash because they thought Bitcoin was going to die, which it isn't. Dashcoin's at almost $700 million, the total market cap. Number 6 is Ethereum Classic. It's when Ethereum forked and split into two. You didn't lose your Ethereum, your Ethercoin. It turned into two coins, ETC and ETH. ETH is the one you want. ETC is Ethereum Classic. It sticks to the old old blockchain for Ethereum and before the problems that made the fork split. But ETH is the one you want. in the long run, in my opinion. You could do your own research on that. But definitely don't get them mixed up, because ETH is now worth about close to $90 and ETC is close to $7. So make sure you know what you're buying. ETH is the Ethereum, the main Ethereum chain that I think will be successful. All right. Let's see. Any other exciting ones? Monero is supposed to be like a lot more private than other cryptos, and if you're into privacy, Monero's your coin. And then there's a whole bunch of other ones. But as far as market cap goes, the dominant players are Bitcoin and Ethereum by far. Between those two, that's let's see, it's about 34 billion in market cap. And then Ripple is the bankster's coin, which will probably go up and then crash when the banks crashes. So yeah, that's your overall take. Are we in a bubble? Hell no. The price is going up, yes, because it's understood and undervalued right now for its potential. And the more acceptance it gets and takes, and the more of these bumps it gets through, it's just going to fly. Absolutely fly. Bitcoin especially, and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Say it over with me. Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're the two leaders for a reason. Bitcoin has the infrastructure as money. Very soon, when the banks crash, we're going to be looking for alternatives. Bitcoin will be there with a decent infrastructure at that point in time. Ethereum is the basic platform for everything else is going to be built on top of it. Just like BASIC was the basic computer programming language invented in the 1960s, Ethereum, and everything was built on top of BASIC. Everything's going to be built on top of Ethereum. And it's very exciting. If you're in this space, you're already excited because you've seen your investments go up 100, 200, 300, 700%. I think Ethereum's gone up close to 700%. It was just $10 a couple of months ago. And now we're at 9, so it's 900%. Crazy stuff going on. And yeah, you wish you invested in it fully loaded up when you first heard about it. But you're going to be saying the same thing a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I wish I would have done it. How many times have you said that in your life? I wish I would have done this. Well, today is the day. Go out, buy yourself some Ethereum, go buy yourself some Bitcoin, and ride this wave, because the boat is taking off. It's still within view of the shore, but it is going out to sea. And when it's gone out to sea, you'll be getting in, but you'll be getting in when Bitcoin's $100,000 a coin or $1 million a coin, and you'll get your little fraction of a Satoshi. So do it now. BigSquare, roadtoruta.com. Subscribe. Hit that little red button. Subscribe, because everything's going to happen on the YouTube channel, Road to Ruta YouTube channel. Send this out as tweets to everybody. And if you're not on the Road to Ruta Twitter channel or our Facebook channel, we're building those up too. I'm going to be putting stuff out on that. Go to Road to Ruta for Twitter. Make sure you get on that Twitter feed, because I'll send out I'm like Trump. I'm going to send out little bursts here and there. All right, we'll talk to you later.